Hi there, it's Diane from Stampin' with Diane in Innisfil, Ontario, and today I want to show you our brand new catalog is now live, so you can order everything from this catalog. I can now show you the inside, and today I want to feature our new in colors for 2026 to 2028. They are these colors, the trending colors. We've got, let's see here. Oops, missing one there. We've got Barely Blush. We've got Peaceful Pine, Hydrangea Hue, Crisp Cantaloupe, and this one is called Golden Glow. So this is the range of colors for the in colors. They come, of course, in the solid cardstock. They also come in the designer series paper. So our new designs for the designer series paper for the next 2 years is polka dots, large and small, and stripes. I'll show you in the darker color. Wide stripes, and on the back side we've got more of a watercolor look to our stripes. So this is not a new idea, but it was new to me, and I saw it by April McCrite just yesterday, and so I couldn't wait to share it with you. You're going to take any kind of designer series paper, and we want an 8 by 4 strip, 8 by 4. So that's not going to quite work. I'll go this way. So I'll do 4 inches on my cutter. 4. I can see down here I've gone past the 8, so I know I'm good. I like to flip it over. I'm at the 8 and 4. There we go. A 4 by 8 sheet is all you need to make this cute little, I'm going to call it it's not really a box. That's a misnomer. I'm going to call it a gift holder. Now, I'm going to get rid of my cutting blade. The rest I'm going to score. So I'm scoring it right down the center at the 4-inch mark. And then I'm going to look for the halfway, the 2-inch mark, and I'm going to put a little dot there. And at the other end, a little mark at my 2-inch. Okay, so I've got 2, 4, 2, and 4. Now I'm going to line up my 2-inch with my 4 on the score. Now I know you probably can't see exactly, excuse me. So what I'm doing is putting the 2-inch in my groove and the 4 score in the groove. I think you can see that. And then I like to push this corner up just to keep it steady so that it's touching. So I've got the 2-inch notch and the 4. And remember, when you're scoring on designer series paper, you don't have to press quite as hard. Now I'm just turning it 90 degrees, and I'm going to go from the 4 to the 2 down here. So, whoops, scoring blade popped off. There we go. Turn it 90 degrees again. There's my 2. Slide into my 4. That tiny little pencil mark to the 4. Got one more to do. And then I'm going to show you a cute little tag. So this is, as I said, our current DSP shapes and our newest in color. Now, should I make it with the polka dots out or the big polka dots out? Let's go with, what do you think? Well, I'll grab my bone folder. I think I want it the big the little polka dots out. So all I'm going to do, I'm going to start with my halfway score, bring it up here, the one that was at the 4 inches, give that a nice crease, especially right into those corners. And now I'm just going to fold all the way around. There's our last one. Okay, and all to do the box, fold at the middle, and that's it. Okay, now we're going to decorate this up, but you can fit quite a few little treats in there. So let's get a couple of punches out. This is, I'm grabbing an older punch. You could use a die, you could use anything. I just want to make an outside shape for this. So this is from the Hydrangea Hue to coordinate. And then I'm going to use an oldie but goodie, but just because it's quick, I've got dies that would cut out ovals as well. But I'm just going to use this double oval punch because I like how this will sit on here. Have you seen our new ink pads? Here they are, all 5 in colors. They come with strips, labels on the bottom. So I've labeled one end with one sticky, and watch this, pops right open. And I've labeled the inside, so when it's sitting on my desk, listen to that. So fun. So here's my Hydrangea Hue, got it labeled. Our ink pads, they're now a foam, but they still store upside down, so the ink is always right at the surface. So I'm going to use one of our new sets, Lily of the Valley. This set comes with coordinating dies. It is gorgeous, but I really like these small sentiments it has. So today I'm choosing a little thanks from that stamp set. So I've got it mounted on a small block. Now with these ink pads, we don't have to worry about pushing too hard and getting ink up all over our block. We still kiss it, but you can put a little bit more pressure on than on our older foam pads. Now these ink pads are going to be available this way. Our older ink pads, all the other colors are still available in the foam. They will be transitioning over time. I'm just giving a little press to let that color set. And gorgeous. A little thanks. The ink pads are a little bit more expensive, but right now we have a fantastic deal. We have a join special for all of the month of May, and you could join the Stampin' Up Fun community. No pressure to sell, no pressure to run classes, but right now you could get all 5 of these inks. These new ink colors, play with the new style, all 5 free. I said that correctly. All 5 for free if you join the Stampin' Up community. You still get to choose the items that you would like in your starter kit. You can choose up to $165 worth of product, anything you want. The new product, the last chance. I've just put a little dot there so I can see where, oops, I've got one of my leaves. Where, when I see that little dot in the circle, I know I'm in the right spot. There it is. And I'm just going to put a little press there. So these ink pads are $100 value. $90 if you purchase them all at once as a bundle. And that's free. Free. So it's a terrific deal for the whole month. So you still can pick your other items plus get all of those free. Now I'm going to find my hole punch, and I'm going to punch through 2 of these at a time. So I'm going to kind of open this back up again, press these together, put my punch in here. Now, and go through the 2 layers, just down a little bit from the edge. And then I'm going to do the same thing on the other 2. Just press them together the way they will sit when it's closed. Pop your punch in there. Sometimes it works to do all 4 at once. And sometimes I have more luck when I just do the 2. So yes, apparently this little gift box idea has been around for a while, so I do not claim it as my own. But as I say, when I learn something new, I have to share. So here is our gorgeous, gorgeous ribbon in colors as well. And what I'm going to do is feed this through If you can't get it through all 4 at once, then you can just go around and do them a couple at a time. So I'll show you what I mean here. Sometimes I just use my take your pick tool to pop it through there. Now I haven't cut it off the spool because I'm not sure how much I'm going to use. So 3 and 4. There we go. See how nicely that works? And I'm still going to leave it like that. Now I'm going to come over here, and I've got some of our basic white twine here. I'm going to double it over, feed it through the tiny hole. Again, if I'm having trouble, I use the take your pick to pull it through. That worked. And I'll straighten out that bow there. So I'm excited to make these little bags because I'm curious as to all of the different things I could put in them. Give that a snip off. And I'm just going to do the typical push those through. There we go. Oops. Sorry, I know you know how to do this probably better than I do. There we go. Tighten it up. Try and even out these ends a bit. Sometimes if you hold the ends even and then loosen this knot off. Okay, it's really much easier than I'm making it look here. Okay, and then I'm going to tie a little knot in the other end. So now I have a loop formed here where my other ribbon is going to go through. So I'm going to take this, pop it through my loop that I just made. This always works better when I can have it closer to my face than way down here. So I've just looped it over top of the one side of the Hydrangea Hue. If you have been around in Stampin' Up for a little while, you might remember the boho blue. It was one of my absolute favorites, boho blue. And this Hydrangea Hue reminds me of it. I would say it's just a wee bit lighter in shade, but just, I love this blue. Kind of like a Wedgwood blue back in the day. All right, so now we've got a little bow on there. So I can trim my end off. I can trim the end off this white. I don't need it that long. I'll put a nice end on here. And there you have it. This way, the recipient can just pull on that bow and undo. So I've made a couple of others. This is the little thanks in the hydrangea. This is it in the golden glow. Now I hadn't ordered the golden glow ribbon yet, so I just pulled out some gold that I had. Here it is in the crisp cantaloupe. I love this. I didn't order the crisp cantaloupe, but I've used the Barely Blush on this one, and I think that works really, really well. And then I've got a couple more ready to finish off. So how fun is that? If you make it and you decide you don't like that side, then just flip it over and make it the other way, fold it the other way around, and you can have it the other way. So any kind of designer series paper would work for this. The new catalog is now live, and orders can be sent now. So enjoy your day. Hope you enjoy this project. It's Diane from Stampin' with Diane in Innisfil, Ontario. Take care, everybody. Bye-bye.